Japan was jolted awake as a strong earthquake struck off the eastern coast of Honshu, east of Tomioka. The tremor sent shockwaves across the region, shaking skyscrapers and rattling houses. Buildings swayed for several seconds, setting off alarms in offices and apartment complexes. In some areas, shelves toppled, windows cracked, and walls developed fine fractures from the stress of the shaking. Across the coastal belt, public transport came to a sudden halt. Trains on the Tōhoku and Joban lines were briefly suspended while tracks and bridges were inspected. High-speed Shinkansen services were delayed, stranding passengers until safety checks were complete. Airports along eastern Honshu also reported short disruptions, with terminals temporarily evacuated before operations resumed. Utilities were rattled as well. Power outages flickered through parts of Ibaraki and Fukushima prefectures, while cell networks briefly overloaded as anxious residents tried to reach loved ones. Electricity was restored within hours, but the incident showed how even a moderate quake can ripple through modern infrastructure. In coastal towns, the tremor triggered immediate fears of a tsunami. Residents rushed to check alerts, and many instinctively moved to higher ground, a reflex ingrained since the catastrophic 2011 Tōhoku disaster. Authorities quickly confirmed there was no tsunami threat, but the panic underscored the lingering anxiety that follows every seismic event along Japan's Pacific coast.
Vamos al parque, vamos para allá.
Despite its strength, no widespread destruction has been reported. There were no collapsed high-rises, no major fires, and no large-scale structural failures. Experts emphasize that Japan's strict building codes and advanced engineering once again helped prevent what could have been a far deadlier outcome. Still, seismologists caution that such quakes are not without risk. Minor landslides were reported in rural areas. Small cracks appeared in highways, and aftershocks remain possible. The shaking may have been brief, but its reach across eastern Honshu was wide, a reminder of the constant vulnerability of life along the Pacific Ring of Fire. For millions of citizens, the quake was more than just a tremor. It was a sudden jolt of fear. Families rushed outdoors in the early morning, some clutching blankets or emergency kits, fearing stronger aftershocks. Office workers described screens toppling, ceiling panels rattling, and colleagues diving under desks. On social media, residents shared videos of swaying high-rises, clattering kitchen shelves, and startled pets reacting to the shaking. Hashtags related to the quake quickly trended worldwide, showing how closely the world watches every seismic event in Japan. Authorities responded swiftly. The Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, confirmed the offshore epicenter and reassured the public that no tsunami warning was necessary. Seismologists issued early updates, calming fears while urging vigilance for aftershocks. Government officials ordered inspections of critical facilities, including nuclear power plants in Fukushima and Ibaraki. No irregularities were found, though monitoring continues. International outlets including The Watchers, Volcano Discovery, and Times of India carried the story, highlighting Japan's earthquake resilience as a global example. Experts praised the nation's early warning systems, strict safety standards, and public drills that limit damage and save lives. Still, officials remind the public that Japan remains one of the most seismically active countries on Earth. Aftershocks are expected, and disaster agencies urge residents to keep emergency kits ready, remain alert, and review evacuation plans. Japan's Honshu coast has withstood another powerful earthquake with minimal damage, a testament to preparedness and resilience. But for those who felt the ground move, it is a stark reminder that along the Pacific Ring of Fire, the next big quake is never far away.